Thank you very much, Georgie. I'm just pulling up the presentation. Give me 1 second. All right. As Robert and Clemens already said, we have a university system, and we are as well from the University of Applied Sciences, and we are moving in Germany. We started in the north, moved to the south. We are now going straight to the middle, to near Frankfurt. This is where we are located, and I would like to spend the next 15 minutes to explain more about our program, our university, and give you a little insight to possibly making a choice for this program. As both of my previous presenters already said, the University of Applied Science, why is it that the University of Applied Science is offering the MBA programs full-heartedly? And some of it you can see in the vita of us. All of us have prior work experience. The same for me. I have spent 7 years prior to coming to the university in management positions in retail and industry. And after joining the THM University, I spent quite some time consulting businesses on strategy topics. And my specialty actually is the post-merger integration. So when two companies come together to make sure they develop a winning strategy for the future and not killing each other, which sometimes is not an easy task. And this is the same for all my colleagues. It stands for all my colleagues. They all, besides having this research background, they also have a very solid professional background. And I think that's a prerequisite for an MBA program, in my opinion, because MBA is about teaching, in principle, as you have already heard, teaching non-business majors the leadership, giving them the leadership tools and management skills they need to attain leadership positions in management. And our program is not quite as old as the program of Reutlingen, but 20 years. We just have our 20-year anniversary this year. Our program actually started in 2002, and we were one of the first programs to be accredited by German accreditation. We are a small program as part of a larger business school. Our business school has roughly 1,500 students, and our whole university, which is a technically oriented university as well, has about 18,000 students. So it's a pretty big university, and it's geared towards technical education, but we as the business school have a very sound and a good management education. And just to give you a little glance, a little fun look, this is actually, I just found it, our first homepage in 2002, and it looks like 2002, doesn't it? And this one, the URL hasn't changed since then, and this is our modern new homepage, current homepage. You can see the development is quite strong, but we have always stuck with this classic MBA program, as you can see it here. We strongly believe in part-time teaching, in a part-time program, because it allows professionals who are working in our case, mainly in the Rhine-Main area around Frankfurt, Mainz, Wiesbaden, and so on, to take a part of an MBA program alongside their career development. And I think this is a very good opportunity to attain and to get an additional degree in management in this case. We are a classic MBA program. We have basically stuck to the classic MBA philosophy and concept. So you will see this in a moment in our module selection. In all, we have a 2-year program which takes place on weekends, Friday and Saturday. I will show you a schedule, a tentative schedule. We have some block modules, and some we do at our foreign universities or foreign partner universities. For example, the Baltic Management Institute, located in Brussels and Vilnius, Lithuania, as well as the Pfeiffer University in Charlotte, and also the Bergamo University in Italy, which are our partners, and we spend some time there. All included in the tuition fee. What's not included is the travel expense, of course, and the semester fees, which are charged by all German public universities. As we are not a private university, we are a public university. Just to give you an idea, Frankfurt, you probably can put it on the German map, and we are, if you take the Frankfurt region right outside, we have actually 2 locations in Gießen, and Friedberg is our teaching location, which is right outside of Frankfurt, where we spend our presence teaching time. Here you see some impressions of our students. Altogether, this here is actually a joint session with our Italian partners at a one of the leading brake manufacturers. Brembo and Bergamo is one of the diamond businesses of Bergamo, of Lombardia, and we have nice programs. Once a year we visit there for company visits, expert talks, and then classwork as well. Another impression from Charlotte in North Carolina, the Pfeiffer University. This is our group visiting there, and you can see quite a few international faces. Our international student population is varying between 20 and 30% of our students. Even though we offer a part-time program, 20 to 30% of our students come from foreign countries, mainly living in our area and working for international businesses. And our teaching language, by the way, is also English, 100% English. So our MBA is taught 100% in English, which makes it easier for internationals to join us and to do this high-level teaching and studying in this MBA. To give you a little, I will share, of course, this presentation, so please mind the small print, but just to give you an impression, I just listed the last 3 current classes we are hosting. We host 1 a year, so it's a very small cohort as part of our MBA program. And you see an average age in the late 20s, about 3 years of work experience. And the companies, you see some local hidden champions, but you also see some international companies. Some of the companies you have also seen, the Deutsche Bahn, for example. You've seen Schunk. We also had Eli Lilly as partner, etc. So it's a small one, and you see a very big, diverse group of companies and also diverse backgrounds of people who join us, and also quite a few non-business majors, because that's our main focus. We also offer a partial scholarship for females because we want to really make sure we have a good amount of female participants with us. The MBA is a traditional male domain, but we are very happy to have female students here. You see her just graduating here in our class of students of this latest graduation ceremony in July of this year. I mentioned the curriculum. It's a classic curriculum. Besides the, let's say, the management basics of foundation of business administration, financial accounting, managerial accounting, economics, and so on. We also teach modules on leadership, on strategy, on marketing, and you can expect to get all the skills you need for future management position. One specific focus we have laid is the development we have had for the last 10, maybe 15 years is the increasing digitalization of businesses. And we actually have hired some specialists in this field, some colleagues, and have put together a special module. We call it Digital Business, and it gives another specific focus on that very important subject, because let's face it, all companies are struggling with this digitalization, especially in the medium-sized company environment. Okay, I told you I will show you a little bit on how our schedule works. Our schedule works in such a way, you see here a schedule for the upcoming class, where we basically teach on weekends every other week, a Friday evening and a Saturday full day. And you can see here sequential modules, 1 module at a time, which allows you, besides your job, to also study this class in a manageable way. Yeah? So sequential study has been our choice and has been proven to be very beneficial for people who are working full-time in their jobs. So whenever the assignment or one class is finished, we will start a new class. And you see here the foreign assignments. This is Bergamo, for example. Then we go to, for example, here to Charlotte. This is, or maybe to Brussels, depending on availability. And yeah, these are basically it's the layout, and we plan it a year and a half in advance. So you can already see the schedule for the upcoming class, which is very important for people in jobs to plan vacation, to plan their business assignments, for example, and to have some planning security. And you can see here, April, May, June, this is the second half of the last year. The second year, you see the space available for your master thesis in this case. We are a presence teaching program, but besides the presence teaching, we also offer blended learning elements. This is very important for us, and we have done it even before Corona. Of course, Corona has forced us to become an online course for some time, as I'm sure my colleagues will have had the same situation. But even before Corona, we felt that even though we really believe in the in-class work, the presence work, we want to offer some teaching assistance and have created special learning modules, as you can see here as an example, where most of our classes are basically available as well online as a self-learning concept. That is not to say that the self-learning is what we offer as a singular mode of teaching. It is adjacent and in addition to the presence teaching for you to prepare for your examinations or for assignments, or in case you have missed a class that you can actually make up on your class assignments and teaching. Yeah, and we have spent some great deal on getting the technical specifics to get it just right. This is a seminar on presentation skill, body language, and posture management. 𝘱𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘓, one of our faculty, he is a former national handball player, and he's teaching professional athletes on how to conduct interviews and stuff like this. And it's kind of fun to do it. And during Corona, actually, this is during Corona, we have had the challenge to do this online. It was really well received. Just a quick look at our partners. At our partner universities, we have, of course, at the THM Business School, a lot more partners, about 30 international partners. But for our MBA program, I only mentioned the partners we actually work with. That means we exchange students, we do some joint teaching, we visit those universities as part of our program, which would be Pfeiffer in North Carolina, would be the University of Bergamo, and would be the Baltic Management Institute in Vilnius and Brussels. So you can expect an international flavor, international environment is part of our program. Not only the teaching language as English, but also the international environment. Talking about the program quality, we are quite proud that this ranking you will find as Georgie mentioned, the universities of applied sciences are often not ranked international, but we have a German-based ranking that ranks German-speaking universities. I'm sure you will find Reutlingen here as well, and the Technical University of Hamburg as well. We can tell you we are proud to have achieved in the last ranking the top 10 positions of German universities of applied sciences in this case. Yeah, that's also part of our quality aim. We are a regional program. We are, let's say, teaching to people who are in our area mainly, and that's nevertheless, we try to give you the best possible quality you should expect from a German public university. What are our requirements to join? Basically, what you need is a bachelor degree or diploma. In German, we had the system of diploma, of course, but now it's mainly a bachelor. We require some work experience because at MBA, in our opinion, you need some work experience, and you need some proficiency, English proficiency, because our class is taught 100%. Our program taught 100% in English. Yeah. So I hope you had get some interest in our program. You can contact me, of course, as the program director. You can contact our coordinator, 𝘱𝘢𝘕𝘓 as well. You can visit our website, find a lot of information on it, and we are happy to see you there and to receive you. And as I said, we are a small program, and the big advantage is we are very personal. And to be honest, our major acquisition, our major marketing as a small program is word of mouth recommendation. So that's really where most of our students come from, that people recommend us who are part of our program, and there's an open door policy. So if you're in the region, feel free to join and visit one of our classes and see if this program is the one for you. So thank you very much for your interest. And of course, we should have some time for some questions. Thank you.